And by the sword you die. Shadow cabinet or empty slots. New game. Suddenly it's like I don't know what it is, but I suddenly just want to like watch the opening sequence again. I never really get tired of seeing that. Probably one of the most phenomenal openings I've ever experienced. For all the games I've played, just wow. It just really it gets me every single time. That's what I love about this game. I think that's why I always find myself jumping back on this after so much time. It's like some games just really they really did the prologue so phenomenally, it like becomes one of the best parts of the game. Unlike some other games that do an awful job on their prologue and it's like ruins the rest of the game. And it's like I don't even care what comes next because the shit was so awful. But this is not one of those games, fortunately enough. Fortunately enough. 12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summon called by this song. 'Tis perhaps a countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's fight makes for an omen, the falling of a star, a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation where there is no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New answers flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but the lurking sun?
What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death.
Death.
Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment, a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars.
Humankind, human.
So wrong.
But anyway, hold that thought. Just gotta double check. Okay. Not bad. Okay.
Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born
Or the beginning. It all depends how you look at it.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
You just fucking shot me. Hold up.
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare.
Ow.
I need to get out of here.
Oh, I never knew he actually dropped down and started chasing me.
This can't be happening.
Gotta go.
No, please, stop.
Moving.
I mean you no harm.
And we're out.
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Now, I can defend myself. Stay back! But you left me no choice. Who are you?
You're in the way.
Beast! Sorry.
You're gonna want to move.
Please, stop!
Who are you? What do you want?
What do you want?
Just to be off a little bit on this. That's my controller though. Can't be helped.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut
up,
Beast! Who are you?
You got so lucky.
What's this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
He's seeing you later. Be eating you real soon.
Feels like it's burning me to the bone.
I can't imagine what that must feel like. That would suck.
I need to find...
That's somewhere corrected suddenly.
Let me go!
Here we go again. Okay, there we go. That's why.
I need to find shelter! Is anybody there?
Nope.
What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here. I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
I will find them. But you gotta sound like Zod when you say, I will find him. So dramatic. Gotta give that performance an A and double A plus. A plus plus. Double A plus plus. Whatever. Well done. Well done.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers.
That get undertaken.
That's impossible.
Is it? Is it impossible?
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish! Bastard! I still have so much left that needs doing. Damn you.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy. This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
A nightmare.
So be it.
So be it.
Rational thinking only.
Yeah, rational. That looks rational. Very rational. Totally rational. You didn't think you could escape the nightmare that easy, did you?
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real
Madness.
As it is, as mad as the moon, obtains blinding sunlight into a glowing flesh.
voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me.
If I'm not
What I
mad.
am. I must
That's a
find
big
him
if.
to understand what I have become.
Abstractly, metaphorically speaking, that is. Purportedly.
Where is it? It's closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Alright, time to scram. Exit, stage left.
Here's the leech. Here!
Where?
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
We'll be eating you later.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
There's one of them birds.
Die, vermin!
Come on over here.
A strength I never knew I had.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top.
This shouldn't be Every fibre of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body. My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Suffering now. Suffering now.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
There always seems to be a loading point when you run through the game, literally sprinting, like so. So if you run from place to place, considering like this game has no fast travel feature, it's constantly always loading the map and all of the changes and such.
What will London have to say to me?
So walking slowly like this kind of allows the game to continue
So
loading.
many questions unanswered.
Continue loading, and so otherwise we encounter a lot of like irritating loading screens as we've seen in past streams when moving too fast throughout the game.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood. But I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. Where has everyone gone? According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail. That's strange. The trail is very erratic, as if the killer was drunk or hesitant. Something dire must have come about.
I'm like, I know I missed one. We're gonna leave off here for this one and jump into the other one now. But that's what I mean though with the prologue, like it starts pulling you right in. I'm like, oh, look at this. Like how long we've already been on this.
like it's been a good 30 minutes at least, something like that.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you, sir. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Doctor. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome.
One moment. Now then. Okay. Just need to... How's that? And... Okay. That works.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Excellent. Calhoun Russell.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently? Remember, don't let any stray...
But, like, Clarence, shut up. Damn. Like, how many times are you gonna ask the same question over and over again? Have you noticed anything suspicious recently? Like, chill the fuck out.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
Nah. Not at all. Will be just a moment. And we're back. Had to just do another quick sound check. So why don't we go ahead and just...
Front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
How quaint.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Lots of blood.
Good evening.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bancher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Echelon, for we have so much to discuss.
Do we really?
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
AKA
Lord Redgrave.
AKA a grade A douchebag.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
How can you call that?
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
No. What do you mean?
I speak of this scowl plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End. The time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why are you suddenly so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he tried to kill me.
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed. But first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
How dare you speak so flippantly of my family?
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
I assure you,
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
I'm sure you do.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived.
No, you don't.
As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later.
Not exactly.
Has been gone for so long.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Exactly. The kind of response I'd expect from someone like you.
Before I accept...
Please up.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
No wonder you're so damn rigid.
My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr.
His ain't.
In front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Well, the gothic aspect isn't really so much a problem. You know, it's a tad pedantic. Look at you. Look extra thirsty for it.
Delightful.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I'm really not. Or rather, he's really not. I can assure you of this.
I
just
personally
right
went
here.
patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign echoes. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcod 2 nights ago. I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
Vermin. And the biggest, most despicable of them all.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Ugh.
How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Is not the nature of this club a secret, shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
What a fool.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
You?
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
What do you know about the Guard of Prewood?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall. To isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
So, basically, a quarantine.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Actually, you know what? I can't tell who's worse, Redgrave or that fool.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Spies, huh?
You were spying on me?
Not personally. I rarely leave this building.
I know, you don't strike me as a frontline type.
Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
You do know I killed him?
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No. He was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
I don't know how, they look more like a fucking gorilla. I mean, just like all that like them arms and that torso. Just damn.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Or like a
Not
mini Hulk.
personally. But I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation?
Actually, like a vampire Hulk. That's what you could call it. A Volcod, yep.
Yes,
Vampire
I'm convinced
Hulk.
the recent invasion of
Volk.
frenzied skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, The Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
Skulls are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Skulls who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens, but they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Three horde vampires singing obscured songs in this. Hold on, what was that? I barely caught it in the subtitles. Have you heard the rumors of some horned vampire revealing himself and singing obscure songs around the city? What is this new malevolence?
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
You give me no other choice, Clarence. Yes, my love, it's a new tea I bought. Not too bitter for your taste, I hope. Drink your tea, my love. Drink it to the last drop. And shut your damn trap for good.
Me sick.
You may want to look away.
Juicy warm treat. Damn it!
This is pretty gross.
Oh my! What have we got here? A dead rat. Oh, so gross. So tempting. Eternal life. Through the blood of the lesser beasts, he said. Oh, dear God, help me. Save me, for I can't stand what I've become.
That's a bit of sick irony right there. A human suffering from the vampire condition. Unable to stop themselves, herself. She's essentially
Good
been
evening,
compelled.
Miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them.
Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
Infection. Infection. The rats carry it, I heard. Rats. Rats, rats. Many rats around that big house. Funny smell, too. Dead flesh.
And where is this house?
West of the park. Not very far. A big house with no sound, no light, no life left.
Why do you eat rats, Karina?
Their flesh contains the path to immortality. I have to eat them all if I want to live. Help me. Please. Make it stop.
I don't know if I can, miss. You have been tricked, forced to play a disgusting game. I don't know how to save you.
Kill me then, Doctor. Take my life. I beg you.
If that's really what you want. Is it really what you want, Miss Billow?
No, it's not what I want. I wanted to tell you forever, but I've been tricked. Now, I want this torture to stop. So, yes, sir. Make it stop.
What is the local news hereabouts, Miss Billow?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me, or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reed?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. Before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
Tell me about vampires, Karina. You must have met one recently.
He promised he would help me, give me immortality, make me escape this world of death. He promised.
Who is he? How did you meet him?
I can't tell you, Doctor. He won't let me.
Karina, I order you to reveal to me the name of the vampire who took control of your will. Speak their name.
Don't you dare interfere with my game, Ekon. Go find yourself your own toy and let me play with mine.
Who are you? Reveal yourself. Let this woman be.
Why? What would be the fun in that? It's so amusing to see her defile herself, one bite at a time.
This vampire is as powerful as he is wicked.
Help me, please, Dr. Reed. Help me.
Tell me what really happened to you, Karina.
He was so handsome, so charming. He asked if I'd obey him in every way. I said yes. And then He...
He tricked you.
Yes. He has promised me eternal life. And now I must eat these rodents for attaining it. But of course, it's a lie.
Why do you eat rats, Karina?
Their flesh contains the path to immortality. I have to eat them all if I want to live. Help me. Please. Make it stop.
I don't know if I can, miss. You have been tricked, forced to play a disgusting game. I don't know how to save you.
Kill me then, Doctor. Take my life. I beg you.
If that's really what you want. Is it really what you want, Miss Billow?
No, it's not what I want. I wanted to live forever, but I've been tricked. Now, I want this torture to stop. So, yes, sir. Make it stop.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for releasing me. I can finally say the name of my torturer. It's Jacob Blackwood.
Are you deaf? See that? What's your sense? Each one of them.
Your father and I have spoken about your fiancé, Mary. We believe he'll be an honorable husband for you. We'll set a date for the marriage then. That way, I'm sure one of my children will give me grandchildren. I understand your thirst for knowledge, Jonathan, and your father and I are proud of it. But you are not that young anymore, my son. When will I meet your soulmate?
Why are you so obsessed with it?
You can ascribe my romantic tendencies to my French origins if you want, Aubrey.
That's not.
But I'll never cease to believe in a match made in heaven, my beloved.
I really wish you could meet her, Mother. You would love her.
Something tells me it's not meant to be. That was scary for a second there.
Are you from Ascalon? I don't care! Are you crying? Really?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful. He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What happened here?
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reed, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating.
Not really.
Thank you.
They have a
Do you have it?
Not.
London's lone.
Are you?
Really? But you.
I'm afraid.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Yeah, no doubt.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently? Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house. Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Still at it. And we're gonna take a slight intermission. We'll be back.